Hi everybody, we are here on live with Aimee Stolte, the actress, and we are waiting. She connect to the live. I hope everything is good during the COVID situation, and I hope that everybody is safe and good health. Yeah. Hi Léa. Enfin bonjour Léa du coup. We are waiting. Ah yes, that's right. She's there. Aimee Stolte. And that's it. We can connect. We are waiting. And hi.
Hi, bonjour, Aimee.
Ah, yeah, vous parlez français?
J'étudie un très petit peu français.
Eh, c'est marrant. C'est fun, c'est drôle. C'est
Yeah.
drôle d'avoir une voix un peu comme ça, là. Avec l'accent anglais. Vous savez, parfois on demande, we ask to French people to speak with an English accent in some movie. But you are perfect for the role.
Oh man, I try. I'm not very good.
Yeah, but it's great to listen you in French. Yeah, very great.
Mm. Well,
Félicitations, congratulations.
merci.
Never been in Belgium or Europe?
No, I have. Oh, I've been to Denmark.
Denmark. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the blonde hair. You have
Yeah.
blonde hair too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you look like a bit like a Danish girl, but
Yeah, I fit
it's
in pretty well there. Everyone spoke to me in Danish. And I was like,
that's
no,
right.
I don't speak. Yeah.
So you are from USA and Canada,
Yes.
sorry, because
Oui.
initially you were born in the US, but you moved in Canada, Vancouver. That's correct.
I moved actually I lived in Vancouver for about 6 years. I was born in Buffalo, New York, and then my family moved to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is in the Midwest of Canada. It's very cold, but a lovely city. And then I
And
moved to Vancouver later.
in Canada they speak a bit French too because there is Quebec. I don't know if you
Correct.
have ever been in Quebec.
I have. I've been to Montreal twice.
Ah, avec l'accent, with the accent.
Yeah. Montréal, something like that.
You couldn't speak French with the accent of Quebec, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit
But
different.
yeah, but initially, you don't want to be an actress. You do some commerce studies. That's right, to be a commercial, I think.
Yeah, so I out of high school, I went to the University of Saskatchewan and studied commerce, which is business basically, and got my major in marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So I went into corporate world for a while.
when you were young, did you want to be a commercial or an actress? It was your dream to be an actress, to act in movies?
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah. I think my first acting class, I was 12, I think. And then did some acting in high school and stuff. And yeah, I saw a play, two plays when I was little and just fell in love with kind of the actresses and what they were doing and was mesmerized by the whole experience. And that kind of never left me.
And did you perform on stage when you were at school? Did you play in plays on stage?
Yeah, I did in the mainly the student directed plays and things like that. Um, the musicals that our high school did, I'm a terrible singer. So I didn't tend to get roles in those because I can't sing. So I did a lot of other stuff on the side with drama class and things like that. And we did plays and stuff. Yeah.
You said that you are a terrible singer, so
Yeah.
you never release a LP, CDs, 45 LP, no, never.
Nope. I don't think anyone would want that from me.
Okay. Uh, so I see that in the beginning, I don't know if it was in Canada or in the US, but you were in some kind of soap opera. Soap opera. I don't know if it is soap, but you did something with the here emergency room. There was something with emergency
Yeah.
room. There was two things, two
Hmm.
seasons and something like this, and you acted in that. It was a bit like a real situation, but with actors. That's right. We have that in France, in Belgium, but I don't know the name in English. But it's real situation, but with actors.
Yeah, it's like a reenactment show, kind of not really a docudrama, but a reenactment show. Yeah.
And
So
so
real
you
life situations that happen to people, but then they hired act that were just kind of crazy and different. Um, and then they hired actors to reenact them and play them out. Yeah.
it
That
was
was
a
in Vancouver.
It was in Vancouver, okay.
Yeah.
And then you acted in short movies, okay.
Hmm. I
You
did.
acted that, yeah, I remember that. You acted Jamie's mom for a thing with a tattoo thing in Miami. I don't know.
That was my first job when I moved to LA, actually. It was another reenactment show for Tattoo Nightmares.
And your daughter in the show wanted to get a tattoo. That's right. And you acted the
Yes.
mother.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I was
crazy,
like,
but
yeah, I
okay,
know.
that's funny. And then there is short movies, and then you
Mhm.
are in a movie with a Russian director. Sorry, it's a Russian director, and you acted in this Russian movie or American movie. I forgot the name, but
Are you talking
you,
about Megalodon?
yeah, that was your
Okay,
big thing. After a short movie, you did
it was.
had not famous, but people recognize you for this thing because it was your first one.
Yes. Yeah. It was my second feature film, I think, but it was my first one that like went on TV. It was on Sci-Fi Channel. It was international. That was a huge opportunity for me. It was really fun. Yeah.
Okay, that's
And
great.
the director is not it. I played a Russian in it, and got to act alongside some Russian colleagues, which was amazing. The director, James Thomas, is American. It's an American movie. Yeah.
And do you speak Russian? Oh, it.
I I've learned a little bit of Russian. I lose it here and there just based on practice or not. So I can speak scripted Russian. I basically learned Russian for that role, like a certain portion of Russian. You can't learn, it's a complicated language. And since then, yeah, I mean, I did a couple of Russian-esque roles before as well, one where I had to learn some Russian as well. It's a beautiful, I love the language. It's so fun. I love it. I
Could you
would
say
do,
something in Russia right now?
yeah. Let's see, I don't think it'll be very good, but this is just one from something I know. Ты должен научиться быть терпеливым, which means you need to learn to be patient,
Okay, that's
which
great.
is a
That's
good
I
one.
don't speak Russian.
До свидания is like good day, goodbye. Спасибо is please. Хорошо is fine. So I know like words here and there, and yeah,
And
you can learn it.
do you speak German? Because German is a kind of same of Russia. There is similarities.
There are. I haven't learned it yet, but I would love to. My heritage is Swedish and German, mostly. So between those two languages, I mean, again, I haven't dived into it, but I would love to learn. First, I'm trying to conquer French.
Okay.
French and Russian.
And I saw that you were on a mockbusters. The name is Battle Star Wars.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
that's very strange because I didn't know it exists actually. But in the US there is a mockbuster, so it's like a
Yeah,
bug. It's like sorry, a blockbuster. So like Transformers and everything, big movies
yeah.
worldwide. And there is, I don't know if it is a parody, but if the kind same, but it's not the same. That's very strange because Battle Star Wars is a reference to Star Wars of George Lucas, and so you
Hmm.
were in this movie.
Hmm. Yeah, that was also directed by James Thomas. Um, and Dante Yor did the cinematography on both that and Megalodon. It was beautifully shot. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to work with some of the same people again on Battle Star Wars. I had a blast. It was so much fun. Yeah, and
So
then yeah, it's a mockbuster.
it was your second collaboration with this director, and
Yes.
you will you work again for this director, and did you act in other movies?
Not that's I've just done the two with him so far. But I would work with him again in a heartbeat. I love working with him. He's wonderful.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you acted also in Far, forgot the name, in Far Fear Farm.
Fear Farm, yes.
Yeah, because farm, it's kind of pharmacy, pharmacy.
Yeah.
I didn't check it out, but there is two movies. So there is the first one, and then there is the second one, and you acted in the two movies,
Yes.
and that's really cool. So it's a horror movie, I think.
It's a horror comedy. Yeah. So those were written and directed by Dante Yor, and also the producers were co-writers on it, Marcus Allen and Howard Bird for both those films, and they were a blast. It's cold. It's in a cornfield, like this amazing corn maze in Northern California. That's like, I don't know, 60 acres or something like that. It's incredible. But you're filming overnight, like, because it's horror, so it takes place at night.
Yeah,
It's
there
very
is
cold. Very, very cold.
there is a guy
But
who
super
say
fun.
Fear Farm was awesome,
Yeah.
but I never check
Yay!
out.
Oh, hi. That's Rick Ollie. I love Rick.
Yeah.
Hi, Rick.
I sorry, I never see Fear Farm, unfortunately, but I don't know if it was released in France or Belgium, so we lost
I don't
some,
know.
maybe in another titles.
Yeah, it's been in other countries for sure, but I'm not sure exactly the distribution over there. I'll have to check that out though. I'll let you know.
Okay, and
Yeah.
there is, you acted also in a movie, sorry, because I don't have the memory to save all the title files, so I don't
Yeah.
remember the title of the movie, but you have a mask. During all the movie, you have a mask.
I have a mask.
Yeah, you did a model mask or something like this.
Like
Yeah.
like that. That was Veronica. I saw actually that you had an interview with Tanya Kaye, and I met her on that film. We were on that together. I love Tanya. She's
Oh,
awesome. Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that we have in common Tanya Kaye. And yes, I
Yeah.
interviewed her Friday, I think, or Thursday. Yeah, I don't remember about the day because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
fast.
I
The
know.
day goes fast. The days goes fast. But yeah, yeah, I interviewed Tanya Kaye and Tanya Kaye, sorry
Yeah.
for the pronunciation. And yes, you were in the same movie. So that's cool. That's a
Yeah.
family, and it's really great to interview the cast. In fact, about their
Yeah.
personal background and acting thing. And you
Yeah.
did also a YouTube show.
Hmm.
Again, I don't
Yeah.
remember the name, but it's on your biography, and there is an account of the show, and I think you play a Medusa, something like this.
Yeah. It's called Escape the Night. And there's 4 seasons. I was on the fourth and final season, and I played a Medusa-like character called the Gorgon, and that was a blast. That was created by a absolutely lovely guy who's a famous YouTuber and artist and all that kind of stuff, Joey Graceffa, and directed by Adam Lawson. And I've made lifelong friends from that show. I mean, you kind of do anyways on films, I find. But that was a huge blessing. It was a real blast. The fans have been amazing. Same with Fear Farm, actually. The fans have been awesome. It's really interesting, these different niches that you get into. And yeah, the makeup was amazing. I mean, the Medusa makeup was insane. Super talented team. I couldn't believe it.
And is it a real story, or is it a bit like a game, a TV game?
It's a TV game.
It's a TV
Yeah.
game. Because
Hmm.
in France, they created a show with Arthur. Is a famous entertainer in France, but I don't know
Hmm.
the name again. Yes, it's I forgot the name. Z, something with Z.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And so they invite some celebrities to go in
Mhm.
the house, and there is very strange things, and that is performed by the actors. Yeah, the characters in the game, that's actor, and
Yeah.
I think it's
Yep.
the same, but in the US. But I forgot the French name. District Z. Yeah, yeah, my
Ah.
brain. District Z. That's the name. And so celebs from France, so comedian, actress, singers come in the District Z, and there is zombies. Strange twins and everything. And when I saw this information, I was connected to the French show. I think it's a bit the same. Maybe it's in French and adaptation. Sorry,
Mhm.
but that's it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
yeah. And I saw that you released a movie. Your last movie is a horror movie too. I forgot the name again, but you acted in a horror movie recently, I think.
I think that's Fear Farm that we're talking about.
But there is another one who will release. I don't know if it is
Fear
released.
Farm 2? What else did I
Not
do?
not the second one. What is your last movie?
My last movie was Fear Farm 2, which is going to release this year. Um,
Or maybe it was a short movie. Or
oh,
maybe
a short movie. Was it called Through the Night?
yeah, I think that's it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's it. We actually shot that quite a while ago, a few years ago. But it continues to get amazing traction and feedback and response. I love that film. That was written, directed by someone who's become a dear friend, Mason Greer. Um, that was also shot by Dante Yor. It's like this zombie horror drama, and it was a huge blast to work. I worked closely with Brian Theodore, and yeah, he's a beautiful actor, and yeah, that was good. It was a lot of fun. Love it.
And will you write a day a movie?
Will I write one?
A movie. Will you
Um,
write one day a movie, or did you write a script for a movie or a show, something like this?
I haven't yet. I have some ideas. It's not my forte. I find I'm better off with other people's words when I get to act them. um, but I do have some ideas, and I dabble a little bit here and there in writing. And there's some projects that are kind of close to my heart that I think I might dive into at some point and think about writing something, but I'm not sure yet. It's a good
Uh,
question.
and one day to direct a movie or a short movie?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, especially if it's something I wrote, perhaps. Yeah. There's a lot to a directing position. And I haven't currently felt that calling. There's it's a lot. And I, applaud directors highly because there's so much going on, and you're kind of have to understand all the different positions and that kind of thing, and all the different departments, and make it all work together and execute your vision. So it's a lot of pressure, but maybe one day, yeah.
And do you still act in some place or not at all?
I haven't in a long time. I would love to. um, I haven't since Vancouver. Vancouver, I did a couple of plays. Oh, sorry, no, I did one that was out here a couple of years ago. It was an interactive theater experience, and I both hosted it and then got to play some different roles in these little short, like 5 minute, 10 minute plays, um, interacting with the audience, that kind of thing. So that was a couple immersive theater. So that was a couple of years ago. That was the last theater-esque thing I did. Um, Before that, in Vancouver, I did the it was a 10-minute shorts festival. Then I can't remember the name of it, of course, at the moment, but it was a lot of fun, and that was, on stage and that kind of thing, and it was a blast. Yeah, haven't done it in a long time, but I'd
And
like to.
do you like, because you said that you acted in an immersive play. Do you
Hmm.
like the fact to interact with the audience? Because when you act, it's all the time different. When you do Shakespeare's, it's all the time the same. But
Yeah.
when you interact with the people, you never know what you will get. So I think it's interesting, and it's not in the
And
movie,
it,
because when you are in a movie, you are watching a movie, so you can
yeah,
not interact during the show. But when you are in a play, when you are looking at a play,
it's live. Yeah.
yeah, that's live, and it's so
Yeah.
different, yeah, from cinema.
Yeah. The immersive stuff is really interesting. It's fun in the sense of just, having to improv along it's a great experience and great training, improving along with people who aren't actors who are in the audience. At the same time, it is a lot of pressure. And so you just don't know what's going to happen. So you got to kind of being relaxed, I think, is really important for that. But um, yeah, sometimes people can kind of throw you off and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. And you try and just pick it up and okay, work with the others. It's great though, because when you're doing that, what I found with the immersive theater is that you're working as a team with the other actors, like they're there with you. And so you don't feel so alone in the experience. And you feel like you've got kind of backup if you need it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
there is
it's
a guy
interesting.
from Brazil who said Aimee is fantastic and very friendly with her fans, a big huge from Brazil. So you are famous
Oh,
in Brazil, I think.
hello, Brazil. I don't know if I can pronounce your whole IG name. Krav Maga, Milton.
Krav Maga,
Yeah.
it's a
Thank
sport.
you.
It's
Yeah,
an action sport, Krav Maga. Do you do
I did.
some
I did one day of Krav
you did one
Maga.
day.
Yeah.
I would say, did you do some karate, like Karate Kid,
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
did one day of Krav Maga. It was really intense where I went. Um, and maybe I would do it again. But I didn't fall in love with it. I would love to do more action stuff. I've done little bits of stuff here and there, some Tai Chi, which is like really great breathing exercises and body and relaxation stuff. Um, I don't know, I've done a little bit of kickboxing in the past, but I've never really attached to anything. But it's something that I'd like to do more, do some combat training. That would be really fun. I'd love to do combat training. Yeah.
Okay.
Weapons training. That'd be
Okay.
fun.
And do you like comics or not at all?
Yeah, I like comics. Yeah.
Do
What
you
kind of
like
comics?
which kind of comics do you like? Do you like Marvel, DC, or very European thing, like Tintin, Asterix?
Tintin, Asterix.
You know Tintin?
Yes, I grew up with Tintin and
You know
Asterix.
Tintin? You know,
Yeah.
I can't believe it, because in the US it's not very famous. But you know
Canada.
Tintin. You really know
Canada.
Tintin and Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby and everything,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. 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 In Canada, I don't know, I guess there's influence of it there being, you know, a partial French country, right? So, and such a huge French community. So yeah, Tintin. Grew up on Tintin. Asterix. Yeah.
And Asterix, Asterix the
Yeah.
Gaulish,
Yeah.
with his blonde mustache.
Yes.
Do you know
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say to you some Belgian comics, and you will say if you know it or you don't know it, okay?
Okay.
So let's go. So Tintin, Asterix, okay? Spirou, do you know Spirou and Fantasio?
It sounds familiar, but I can't.
It's a groom. He is working in a hotel, and he is living adventure with a journalist and a scientist who creates something like James Bond accessories, and you don't know
Oh, I don't
Spirou
think
and
so.
Fantasio. Okay, no.
No.
The Smurfs,
Yes.
of course, they are very
Yeah.
famous in the US.
Yeah.
Do you know 13, 13, 13? The number, no? It's a secret agent. Do you know Largo Winch?
No, I don't think so.
There was a series in Canada. In Canada, they made a series of Largo Winch. It's a billionaire guy, financial things, criminals.
Oh, I feel bad I don't know it.
Largo Winch, I don't know. And
No, I don't think so.
do you know Cubitus?
don't think so.
It's a big dog. It's a big dog like this, and
Oh,
there is Seneschal the cat, and there is the guy Samovar. It's the owner of Cubitus. You know, it's a dog.
okay. I
Cubitus is
only
a
I
dog.
only know the only dog one I know is Clifford the big red dog, which is North American. I think
And
it's in the
uh,
US, it's definitely in
and do
Canada.
you know Lucky Luke? No, it's a cowboy. Hanna-Barbera made some movies, and Terence Hill. I don't know if you know Terence Hill. Terence Hill. He made movies with Bud Spencer. They come from Italy, and he created a show with Lucky Luke, a TV series in Italy. But I think Terence Hill was a bit in the USA, but I don't know. He's an Italian actor, very famous. Terence Hill.
Oh, I'll have to
Yeah.
look that up.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, no problem, no problem. But so to preview my question, do you like comics? So which kind are your favorites?
Okay, so I grew up with, of course, as we know, Asterix, Tintin, um, Archie comics. I read a lot of Archie comics growing up.
The Archies?
Archie, yeah.
Uh, the robot?
No, do you know Archie comics?
No, I
No?
don't.
Ah, they're
I know the Archies, the TV series, animated TV series, the Archies, with the
yeah,
music band and everything.
yeah.
But
So it's a similar, it's the same group of people.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, the Archies. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Because in
Um,
Belgium there is
yeah.
an English comics named Archie the robot.
Oh
And
no,
it's a
yeah, that's different.
robot like science fiction stories. So I was a bit
Okay, yeah,
confused when you say Archie, but I know the Archies, yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
American animated movie, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's great.
I read a lot of those growing up. I read a little bits of, Marvel comics here and there. I've never, I mean, I watch a lot of the movies and stuff. I don't know a ton of the lore. I like the X-Men. I love those characters. Yeah, the Marvel universe, DC universe, I'm obviously familiar with and have read those growing up. Wonder Woman was my favorite as a kid. Um, and but I wouldn't call myself like super knowledgeable. Like there are people who really, really, really know the history and the background and the canon and all that kind of stuff, like all of it and how it all works together. I'm not that great at it, but I do like those comics, yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
And
Um,
how did you discover Tintin? I am curious. In a library,
yeah, it was in the library.
everything in the library, because
Yeah.
I'm very I don't know if it is hard to find a Tintin comic book in the US, but I know Spirou is very famous in Belgium. It's a kind of Tintin thing, but in the
Hmm.
other countries it's very infamous. And Tintin, yeah, it's famous worldwide, very worldwide. In Indonesia, China, everybody knows Tintin. RJ is a big masters. Did you see the movie of Steven Spielberg?
Which one?
Tintin, the unicorn,
Oh,
the secret of unicorn.
oh, no, I haven't, but I know of it. Yeah. No, I haven't. I should watch that. Is it
One
good?
day with Jamie Bell, Andy Serkis,
Yeah. Is it good?
Daniel Craig, yeah, and it's the
Oh.
story of Rackham Le Rouge, Treasure, the secret of
Mm,
unicorn. Yeah, they mix two
mm.
albums in one movie, and there is a French comedian. I don't know if you know him, Gad Elmaleh.
I'm sure I'd recognize him.
Gad Elmaleh, no?
Not offhand, but I'm sure if I saw him, I'd be like, oh, yeah, 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 that guy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And do you draw or not at all?
I do draw a little bit. Yeah, I do. Um, I grew up, it was very important to me. I took art classes and I absolutely loved them. And so I do a little bit, here and there for fun on my own, in and out. But yeah, I do draw a little bit. How about
You
you?
do? I don't draw. I like
No?
drawings. I love drawings. I
Mm-hmm.
love to ask people drawings for my collection, so I
Mm.
like to ask comics author a drawing. But
Mm.
again, it's not the same country. In the US, they want money, and in Belgium, it's free because we are a bit shocked from Europe because it's a money
Mm-hmm.
society. You know, in the US, it's a society about money. Everything is money, money. So
Yeah,
it's a
I
bit
know.
strange because in Europe there is something we are free, and when you go in the US, you see you need to pay. And for interviews, I saw that American people are paid. So in Belgium, in France, it's not the case. The promotion of a movie on an interview is free.
I like that.
It's not the same code.
Yeah, yeah. No, US is it's all about money
Yeah, and the
a
comics
lot
are
of the
very
time.
different because in Belgium it's the album, you know, it's a beautiful
Mm.
album. A comics is a beautiful album, and
Mm-hmm.
in the US it's more a magazine, you know, a issue, like
Mm.
you say, to say issue
Mm-hmm.
one, issue two, and
Yeah,
there is a packaging, and sometimes you need to keep the comics in the packaging,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we don't have that in Belgium,
Oh
but
no?
you have
No.
no, it's a book. You go to the bookshop
Yeah,
and there is some beautiful book, you know, like a novel, and you
yeah,
buy the book, and it's a very beautiful book, and we have series, so one book is one tome, the second
yeah.
book it's the tome two, and yeah, it's following. It's a very beautiful book, but yeah, it's so comics in the US. But you have another kind of comics. It's press comics, you know, like Peanuts of Charles
Mm-hmm.
Schulz. Woody Allen, they made a Woody Allen
Mm.
comics also, and it's in the newspaper, and there is three Ks with a gag at the end.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I am a big fan of comics, and I study a lot of comics world in all the countries, so
That's
it's
awesome.
interesting. To speak
Mm-hmm.
about you, you play in Battle Star Wars. Do you
Mm-hmm.
want one day to act in Star Wars? If they propose you a role in Star
Oh,
Wars, would you be happy?
yes. My family, especially my brother and my father, are big Star Wars fans. My brother teaches his kids like they know so much about it. It's crazy. Um, yes, I would. It would be so fun. It would be so fun. I love Star Wars.
Yeah. You never met Steven Spielberg or George Lucas? No,
No,
you don't. Oh,
not yet.
it's, have you worked one day with very famous celebrities in the USA? Did you meet Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, something like this?
I haven't yet. Nope, not
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Trying to think. Um, I worked, let's see. Well, I didn't meet him, unfortunately. Michael Madsen was on in Megalodon, the shark movie where I played a Russian. But I didn't meet him, but he was, he's a huge celebrity here anyways. Um, yeah, I mean, I've met people kind of here and there and around and seen people living in Los Angeles and Hollywood. It's not uncommon to see celebrities, but I haven't yet to work with those A-listers.
And, and yes, that's right. You acted in a movie with sharks. Okay, is it a mockbusters of Jaws or not at all?
It is kind of a mockbuster. I mean, it's a totally different story, right? Just like Battle Star Wars was a different story than actual Star Wars. So Megalodon came out shortly around the time The Meg came out. The Meg was a huge blockbuster with Ruby Rose and Jason Statham. That was about a huge megalodon shark. And yeah, our movie came out around the same time. Working with the Asylum. So the Asylum is the company that produces all of these films. They know their sharks because they're also the producers of Sharknado and creators of Sharknado. So lots of awesome shark movies come out of them, which is super fun. Um, But yeah, so it was kind of a mockbuster, but it was a very uh, it was a very different story, and I couldn't even I don't know. It's like kind of not really calling it a mockbuster simply because it was just its own movie that stood on its own. Um, and yeah, was released during Shark Week on Sci-Fi Channel, and I think they release it every year actually during Shark Week.
And what's your opinion about mockbuster? Because we don't have that in France or Belgium, but I would
Hmm.
like one day. It's amazing. It's not really. I don't know the name in English. Plagia. When you copy something, but you don't
Hmm.
have the credits to take over the things. So I don't know if it is very official to make mockbuster, but
Hmm.
it's funny because it's the same idea but not the same story. And
It's yeah.
uh, is it something very little in the US when you act in mockbuster? There is a little community? Because I think the mockbusters are not released in cinema, it's only in video. That's it. So you cannot see them in cinema, but you can buy a copy at
Hmm.
so what's really mockbuster? Because for people who don't know what's mockbuster and what's your opinion? And yeah, there a little community, or you can subscribe a mockbuster in festival. I really don't know about that, but
Yeah.
but it's very strange for us because we don't have that. When a guy in France releases a movie, or in
Hmm.
worldwide, there is
Hmm.
Intouchable. What's famous? Les Visiteurs aussi. You know,
Hmm.
with the Chevalier who come in the future and they are lost. There was an
Hmm.
American adaptation. There is La Môme
Which
with
one?
Edith Piaf live, but we don't have
Oh,
we don't have we have remake. Yeah, it exists remakes, but we don't
yeah.
have the idea of mockbustering
Yeah.
a movie. Sorry
Yeah.
for the long thing, but what's your opinion
No, no,
about
no.
mockbuster?
I mean, I think they're fun. I've I've they're super fun. Um, it's it's a like just a term that sort of happened over the years. Um, but it's a lot of them, especially if they're not too closely associated with the blockbuster version. Um, it's kind of like playing off a blockbuster like theme, but it's not. I like the ones that I've done anyways. Have been fun because it's their own stories, totally different characters, a different world, that kind of thing. Um, so I don't know. I think people have different opinions of them. Some people don't see them as like great pieces of art, but I think the entertainment value stands alone. And I think that they're really fun. And yeah, they don't go to cinema. They go straight to either DVD or online, like Amazon or something like that. Um, but they're usually like sci-fi or fantasy or things like that. And I don't know. I love them. I think they're awesome. Yeah.
But the movies are not in selection. When you play in a mockbuster, you will never receive a prize or
No,
acting thing
no, no,
because
they're not highly accredited in the industry.
yeah,
No,
that's right, because it's
they're for
very
fun.
special. It's very
Yeah,
special thing. Yeah.
yeah,
But it's
they're
interesting. For me,
yeah.
it's interesting because it shows another way of the planet. You know, for me, a movie is a planet, and it's the same constellation, but not the same insane.
Yeah, yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I already said everything. I think. What's your project right now? Is it difficult to act during the pandemic
Yes.
thing? And will you do some other thing? There is the next season of Escape the Night. Sorry, when you act the Gorgon, and I think it will be released on YouTube.
Yeah. So the season 4 is already on YouTube.
Yeah, but
Um,
the 5 is in
five.
preparation.
Are they doing a 5?
They will do a 5.
Did you see it? I didn't haven't looked it up.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking if there will
Oh,
be a season 5. Maybe
I
I don't
don't,
know.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. Um, if they do, I hope I get a comeback.
Of course, of course. Oh,
But
oh
I'm
my
not
God, the
sure.
Gorgon.
I know. She was so fun. I love her. I want her back. Um, yeah, so right now during the pandemic, it's quite difficult. I've had two projects get put on hold because of COVID. So they should shoot hopefully later this year, provided everything is safe and okay. Yeah, it's tough right now. I'm not working, I'm not on a film set right now or anything like that. I've always kind of got my finger on the pulse and seeing what's going on, and what's kind of safe and things like that. 'Cause I mean, especially in Los Angeles, it's the cases are pretty high here, and travel, and you have to be really careful with all that stuff. So, um, I know that I've got Fear Farm 2 coming out, I believe, later this year. I'm waiting for the official date, so I'm really excited about that. Fear Farm, by the way, I just have to give a shout out real quick to the DP, David Minodio, for about those Fear Farms, because lighting a corn maze, a huge corn maze, and the actors and all that in it in the middle of the night is a feat worth mentioning and giving a shout out to. That was incredible. The crew on these films are amazing. But that's all I've got at the moment. Playing it safe. I have a project. Yeah, like I said, two projects that are supposed to shoot later this year, COVID pending. So I'm excited
Okay,
about those. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And
yeah.
have you ever write some short stories? And would you like one day to write a book or some text with not a movie and with not yeah, a script, something like this? It's your text, your short movie, your short
Yeah,
stories, not movies. Sorry, your short stories.
short stories. It's I don't know that I would ever do like a book or anything, but I actually really enjoy writing short stories. That's one thing that is a fun little side hobby of mine, is to just write little short stories and play with my cats. This is Maxine. Hi, baby. Um, yeah, so we'll see. Who knows? Now you're giving me ideas. Aimee, do you still have your cool hair undercut?
Yeah, it's a question that I get.
Yay.
I share it.
Um, yeah, thank you. I do. It's growing in a lot though. I really need to get a cut. I'm not buzzing it these days. I'm growing it just a little bit. Um, but it's still undercut. I do need a cut though. I need a trim really bad.
I know it's stupid to say, but in Belgium there is no hairdresser anymore. The the hairdresser is closed in Belgium. They will open in Saturday, next Saturday, but it's a bit
Mhm.
stupid because
Okay.
in the Netherlands and in France it's open.
Yeah, in Los Angeles, they just reopened with
Oh,
limited capacity.
okay.
So, like just a few days ago or a week ago, maybe, or something like that. So now I can go get it's been 3 months, I think, since I've trimmed my hair. So now I can go get it cut.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah. So
so
Belgium is still closed down.
it's a bit complicated because it's lockdown, but
Hmm.
we need to work. The workers need to work,
Hmm.
so that's it,
Same here.
and
Same
that's
here.
it. But the cultural thing, it's impact because TV shows it's okay, cinema
Hmm.
it's okay, but for plays and shows it's cancelled. We cannot
Yeah.
see a comedian show or
Hmm.
a play. So the actors who are from theater and
Hmm.
one man show, we say it, comedy and
Hmm.
everything, it's closed. So they are a bit sad because there is no
Yeah,
culture anymore about
I know.
stage things.
I know. Same here. It's kind of
There is a
heartbreaking.
there is again an
There's a what? Miss
Mrs.
Gorgon.
Gordon, you were one of the best monster beside Benjamin on, and but you ended up with the most. What? I don't
Most
understand.
controversial. What if I click it? Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, oops.
Okay.
That was the
No.
other one.
Yeah, there is another question.
Most controversial seasons of Escape the Night.
Yeah, and have
Okay.
you guys taken any vaccine? No, I didn't take any vaccine.
Not yet.
I had the not yet, sorry, because yeah, in the US you say not yet because it could happen in the future. But no, I don't take any vaccine, and I forgot my following sentence. And so no, I didn't take any vaccine, and yes, I had the COVID, but
You did.
everything is okay,
I'm
and
glad.
I
I'm glad.
just forgot the taste of the things, but I am okay. I was okay. I did. It's like a flu, you know. It's like a flu,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
can taste not
Of
all
course.
the meals or the
Hmm.
meals. You cannot take all the meals, so it's okay.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't contracted COVID, and I keep it pretty safe. But you know, at the same time, it's highly contagious. Like you don't know going to the grocery store, things like that, right? You don't know. So I've had a lot of friends and acquaintances get it, and most have been okay, thankfully. Some have not been so okay, unfortunately. And it's just, I'm glad you're okay. Opinions on the Tana
The
versus
Tana
Paul.
vs Colleen drama. What's that?
Aha.
I don't know.
I actually am not sure about the drama. So that's from Escape the Night.
Okay.
Tana Mongeau and Colleen. Oh, why am I forgetting her last name? Colleen. Anyways, they're two YouTubers, personalities, actors, that kind of thing. I'm guessing there's some drama happening that I don't know of. Ooh, gonna have to be filled in on that. I'm gonna have to check it
Oh,
out.
I think there is a community of the show who are following you. So
Yes.
it's very great because they are on live and they comment about the show. But
Yeah.
we have not the show in Belgium, only on YouTube, of course, because it's
Yeah.
worldwide. But yeah, we don't have this except District Z by Arthur, who looks
Okay.
like a bit familiar like this, but it's
Yeah.
not the same anyway. It's maybe
Yeah.
an adaptation from
Oh,
France.
okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah. So they
that's.
keep referencing Escape the Night. Yeah. It's awesome.
Do
So
do
yeah,
you
she still says one of the most controversial seasons. That's really cool. Yeah. I'm
and
happy to be in
do you
controversy.
like French movies and do you know some French actors? Hmm.
I do like French movies.
Which one?
And um, okay, so of course I'm gonna forget like all the names.
Yeah, but
Um,
you can tell the story.
now that I'm trying to think about it.
Yeah.
Um,
So you think and you describe the movie and I will try to get the name.
okay. I want to like check IMDb right now. So there's a beautiful I mean I love Marion Cotillard.
Mario
She's
Cotillard, yes.
yeah.
She acted in Batman.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
I'm
love
dying.
her. Love her. Yeah, she
I'm
dies
dying.
really well.
No, sorry,
Um,
sorry.
there is, oh my gosh, Matthias. Do you know Matthias Schoenaerts?
Sorry, could you
Matthias Schoenaerts, he does, there was a French film. Oh, I'm trying. What? Rust and Bone
Rusty?
With Marion Cotillard, right?
Yes, with Matthias
Yeah.
Conart. It's from Belgium.
I love,
He is from
love,
Belgium. Yes, I know
love
him.
that film. Oh
He
my God.
almost acted Robocop. I don't know why, but in the USA they wanted to get Matthias Conart as Robocop,
I love
but it
him.
was cancelled. Or I don't know. But yes, I know Matthias Conart. He is from Antwerp in Belgium.
Oh,
I
yeah,
never meet him,
he's
but
amazing.
it's the kind new of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Not about the play, but about the notoriety, the famous
Yeah.
things.
The
Yeah,
famousness.
because he's famous now worldwide, and yeah, he had the opportunity to play RoboCop, but they didn't did it. But one moment they think about it for playing RoboCop.
He'd be a good RoboCop.
Yeah, Matthias and Jean-Claude Van Damme, of course.
Of course.
Of course, he's from Belgium,
Yeah.
and he's very famous in China, in the US,
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
With Unexpandable, you know, the big film with Jet Li, Chuck Norris, and every people.
There's there's another French actress. She was in The Artist. Bernice Bordeaux.
Bérénice Bejo.
Bernice Bejo. Yeah.
You know, yeah, I know her.
I love her work.
She acted,
she's amazing.
I think she is from South American. She had origins of South American, and yes, she acted in many things. Do you know Jean Dujardin?
Yeah.
He played in The Artist of Michel Hazanavicius, and he acted with Leonardo DiCaprio and George Clooney. I forgot the name. It's Monument States, something.
Monuments Men or something.
Yeah, Monuments Men. He acted in this movie. Yeah, sorry. And Isabelle Huppert, Catherine Deneuve, of course. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Hello.
Yeah,
yes,
I met Isabelle Huppert. She was playing Phèdre in Belgium. I never met Catherine Deneuve, but I am in contact with her. But the problem is she had some health problem. She had a problem. She was in the hospital, I think, 1 year ago, but it's okay. But with the COVID, I think she's not acting for the moment because health and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know Omar Sy? He played in Jurassic World.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Omar Sy. It's a black guy, and he's living in Los Angeles. Yes, you know him?
In Jurassic World. I don't know him personally, but...
No. And Danny Boone, do you know Danny Boone?
Danny Boone.
He acted with Jennifer Aniston in a Netflix movie, and Will Smith would like to make a remake of his French movies, but I don't know if it's still in development. But Will Smith knows him, and he's from north of France. It's Danny Boone.
Danny Boone.
Danny Boone. Yeah, he's making comedies in France.
Oh, awesome! I'll have to check him out.
No, you
Danny
don't know.
Boone. What a name!
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's not his real name. It's not his real name, but the stage name is Danny Boone. Yeah, Danny for Daniel, and Boone. It's a fake name. I don't know why, but it's okay.
Daniel Boone.
Danny Boone. Yeah.
Danny Boone.
Danny Boone.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like half the time I'm just terrible with names, so I'm sure a lot of these people, I'm gonna IMDb and be like, oh, I do, of course I know who they are, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so yeah, those are some of my favorite sort of French actors. Matthias Schoenaerts certainly is but then he also, he's done a few. I'll watch anything he does. Favorite series on Netflix?
Yeah,
what's yours?
For me, according to me, I'm not a big fan of Netflix, so I prefer to buy DVDs and to put a DVD to watch. I'm not really a big fan of streaming and everything, but I really love one series in Netflix. It's Titans. Yeah, it's the Teen Titans adaptation with Robin and all the things. In fact, when I was younger, I used to watch it in Cartoon Network, and years ago, and years after, they make an adaptation, a live adaptation with real actors, and I am fascinating to see in real what I have seen as a cartoon when I was younger. So yes, I am watching now on Netflix Titan, and the series, the animated series, was Teen Titans. So
Teen Titans.
That's it. It's the DC Comics universe, and I love it. Yeah.
I just finished The Queen's Gambit, which is a mini series with Anya Taylor-Joy. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, in Netflix they produce some very big things, you know. It's the middle of cinema movies and TV series movie. It's the mix, in fact. It's a new format. For me, it's
Yeah,
not
I like
TV
it.
series, it's not movies, it's the middle, something
Yeah,
different, really
yeah.
new, with visual effects very good. Because at the time when we were younger, you younger, I was younger. TV series, it was soap opera, like Friends,
Yeah.
like the Criminal Minds, the Experts.
hmm
There
hmm
was something different for TV. Now, when
Yeah.
you watch Netflix, it's the same quality of a cinema. But
hmm
you need to follow the episode because there is a hangover, cliffhanger. Sorry, not the
hmm
hangover. There is a cliffhanger, and then you
Yeah.
need to follow the
Hangover. I like
series.
Hangover better.
Yeah, but you could have a
That's
you
funny.
could have a hangover, and you are
Yeah.
watching a cliffhanger in a TV
Yeah.
series. You could have twice in one. Yeah, it's like the
Double
tweets.
whammy. I'm
Seven.
watching right now, so the different like HBO, Disney, Netflix, and Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'm watching WandaVision right now.
Yes, with
So
Elizabeth
good.
Olsen,
Yes.
the sisters of
Yeah.
Olsen twins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
maybe I will interview
fantastic.
her. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I know that
fantastic.
that's crazy, but
I really
Mary
like
Kate
it.
and Ashley Olsen have a family in Germany, and they
Hmm.
come sometimes in Belgium,
Olsen. Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
we are close to Germany. So I
Yeah.
try to interview them, but it's a bit complicated. But I hope one
Yeah.
day to meet Ashley, Mary Kate,
Yeah.
and Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
Why
really
not? Why
cool.
not? But the
Yeah.
mailbox are full, so
Yeah. I'm
maybe
sure.
they will check my email one day. I don't know. There is
Maybe.
another
Yeah.
question for
Okay.
us. Oh la la! Most enlightening book ever read. Sorry for my
Uh,
accent. Oh, for me, it's Harry Potter because it's my generation, of course. I really love. I don't know the name in English, but the R like Romain R.L. Stein book. You know,
oh, R.L. Stein. Yeah.
R.L. Stein, yeah, book.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
series in French. It's Chair de Poule, but I don't know There was a TV series and there was a movie with Jack Black, but it
hmm
was a bit different. I don't know the name, but yes, I really love that. I really love Harry Potter.
hmm
What else? What else? What else? No, I'm not really a very good reader. I prefer to read comics, not books, and I
Yeah.
prefer watching plays, watching shows because I am a visual guy. I like to see the visual, and in books there is only text, so you need to
Yeah.
imagine. It takes time to read.
Yeah.
I love to
Yeah.
read documentaries, things
hmm
about comics, cinema,
hmm
documentaries, articles, scientist things.
Yeah.
Yes, I am interested to discover something real. Fiction is very great, but I prefer to watch the fiction with actors, with animated thing,
hmm
than reading a book because it takes so many times to read a book, and
Yeah.
I prefer to invest time for other
Yeah.
things. But yeah, I am a
Yeah.
cultural guy, so I can read the summary of a novel.
hmm
Yes, I can read the summary, an analysis of a novel or of a book, but I won't take the time to read it because I don't have the time. And yeah, but what's your
Yeah.
favorite book if you are a reader?
The two most enlightening books, I would say there's two that stick out to me. I'm sure I'll think of more later, but the two that probably enlightened me the most. One would be Women Who Run with the Wolves by this phenomenal author, Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And that is, whew, that's amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. She's into Carl Jung and like dream theories and things like that. And I just, yeah, I love all that stuff, the psychology behind that. And the other one is The Way of the Peaceful Warrior was a big one for me by a man, Dan Millman.
And
And they're both beautifully written and very, you talk about imagination, like reading the text, the way they're written, it's very easy to go into your imagination with that and visualize and experience it, which is extra helpful,
and
you know.
I will try to ask you if you know some heroes of French novel. For example, do you know
Okay.
Arsène Lupin? Arsène Lupin.
I don't think so.
It's
Maybe.
a robber. It's a robber. He goes
Okay.
to the jewelers and he rob some jewelries. And Omar Sy, they made a Netflix series, and so everybody now in France are buying the book of Arsène Lupin. It's a series
Oh,
by Maurice Leblanc. So
oh,
no, you don't know,
no, I'll have
but
to look that.
but
You're gonna need to like message me all these names and I'll go like check them out.
but you know Harry
That's really
Potter.
cool.
You know Harry
Of
Potter.
course. Yeah.
You know James Bond.
Yes.
Because it was a book one before the cinema and everything. It was a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
What we have in France and in Belgium, we have Bob Moran. Bob Moran,
Okay.
you know him, no?
I feel like I do, but
Bob Moran, it's a Belgian guy who creates Bob Moran, and it's
okay.
an adventure, yeah, an aventurier in French, and
Okay.
a famous band of France, Adochin,
Hmm.
made the song of Bob Moran, and so there is a song like Bob Moran contre tout chacal,
Ah,
aventurier contre tout guerrier. I don't know if you know
no, I don't think so.
Bob
Man, I have a
Moran.
whole list of stuff I'm gonna have to start to
Yeah,
look up and
Bob
get
Moran.
familiar with.
What we have got
Okay.
again? We have a famous writer in Belgium. It's Amélie Nothomb, and she's very strange. She's very popular in the south of America. Yeah, she's very
Hmm.
famous in Chile, in Brazil, and everything. And
Hmm.
she's very strange. She has a big hat, black and white hat. She
Hmm.
doesn't use internet. She is not on social network. She doesn't have an email. She doesn't have a mobile phone,
Right.
and she's eating hard fruits. You know, apple, hard apple, hard banana, because she don't want
Okay.
to destroy the hard fruits. And
Hmm.
yeah, she's very strange. We have Eric Emmanuel Schmidt. It's another author, and they are not famous, unfortunately, in the US. What we
Hmm.
have got again? Now we don't have so many big things in Belgium about writing.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, and in France they have Arsène Lupin. They have OSS 117.
Hmm.
It's the kind of James Bond, but in French. And Jean
Okay.
Dujardin acted in OSS 117. You know,
Oh,
it's
I'll have to check.
OSS, donc OSS 117. It's like
117. Okay.
007, but for it's one one one
117.
117, OSS 117. It's a French spy. In the books, it's very serious, so it's like James Bond. But in
Hmm.
the cinema, it's a bit like a parody. So
Mm.
the movie is
Okay.
a kind of parody of the original novel. But in
Hmm.
the novel, it's very like James Bond, a French James Bond, in fact.
Oh, cool. I'll have to
Yeah,
check that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
What can I say again? Oh, there is another question.
Yeah.
Which language are you comfortable with? For me, it's French, of course, my mother tongue.
Hmm.
English. English, I'm not bilingual, but I can do
Yeah.
philosophy and everything. I just have a bad accent, but it's my accent, so I
Your
can do
accent's not
change.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I can understand you
German.
perfectly.
Ich
Ah.
möchte Deutsch sprechen, aber
Ooh.
ich bin keine große Grüße Versprecher.
Yeah.
And Netherlands, that is the second language of Belgium. You know, hallo, ik ben een jonge man en ik ben geïnteresseerd door comics.
Ah.
Ja, ja, ik kan Nederlands spreken. Ja, en zeer heel mooi. Ja, heel mooie landen. Ja.
Oh my
So
goodness.
four languages, and you French, Russia, English, and the others.
Okay, so I know like little bits of different languages, but nothing enough to call it good enough. French, I probably know the most because, of course, it's a second language in Canada, so you also take it in school a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Um,
Quebec, of course.
yeah. And then I sometimes I try and learn a little bit of Spanish here and there because I'm in California. and second language here in the US. So I try and learn a little bit. I'm terrible with it. And then I know like one or two sayings in Japanese because I took a year of Japanese in high school.
Konnichiwa,
Oh,
minasan,
konnichiwa.
konnichiwa. Yeah, I did an interview in Japanese 2 years ago with a
Wow.
mangaka named
Wow.
Shiori Teshiroji. She didn't create, sorry. She was a comics drawer, a comics artist, sorry, for
Mm.
Saiyan, Les Chevaliers du Zodiac in French, Saiyan
Mhm.
something in Japanese, and she take over Batman and Justice League in Japan, and she was in Belgium.
Ah,
I interviewed her in Japanese, but I think it was a bit like you with Russia. There was a script, and I read the Japanese script.
yeah.
I didn't really speak because it is, and I didn't want to do it in English because she don't speak English, and I don't like the
Hmm.
translator and everything. So I
Hmm.
did a Japanese interview for Japanese people, and
Amazing.
yeah, I did that. Yeah, because I am
Good for
a big
you.
fan. Sorry, I am a big fan of manga, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's like comics in the US. It's totally different in Japan, and yeah, I love Dragon Ball, Naruto, One
Yeah.
Piece, and everything. Yeah,
Yeah. I would love to go to Japan one day. It'd be beautiful.
maybe.
I know like little words in Japanese. The one phrase I know is "iyo tenki desu ne," which means it's a nice day out today, isn't it? "Iyo tenki desu ne." I like that. I don't know. It's a beautiful language. I
Okay,
love
okay,
Japanese. But what?
okay. But I think
Okay.
we need to end the interview because
Okay.
I don't know the time, but it will be 1 hour we are speaking, no?
Oh yeah. No, it is. I'm looking at it
And
right now.
we need to find a hand because it will cut, you know,
Yeah.
because you need to stay 1 hour maximum on an Instagram live, and after 1
Oh.
hour it's bye bye everyone.
Okay, we're gonna get cut out.
Yeah, but I
Well,
really
thanks, every.
love
Oh, go to
to
Japan for
speak.
sakura, cherry blossom. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm
but
looking at some of the comments. Beautiful.
no problem. Experience audition for comedy role. I never see you in a comedy.
I I have done a couple of comedies. I don't do them often. I did a short comedy called Paradise Apartments, um, directed by Yanni Vroka. It was a beautiful team of people. It was really, really sweet. That was really fun. And I have like little comedy bits from side projects I've done, but just that aren't released out there. Um, but I'm open to comedy. I don't usually do it very often, but it's a nice breather and it's fun,
Okay.
you know.
But I would like to continue the interview, but
I
I
know.
think
We gotta go.
yeah, we got to go because it will cut and the hand will be very frustrating
Hmm.
for everybody. So,
Yeah.
merci beaucoup pour
Oh.
l'interview et c'était vraiment génial. Et oui, vous connaissez, do you know Red Ketchup? It's a
Ketchup?
Canadian comics, Red Ketchup.
Red ketchup?
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
guy
think so.
with red hair, a punk red hair. Red Ketchup. Yeah,
I
it's from.
don't think so.
No, you don't know the
That's okay.
comics Red Ketchup.
I don't think so.
But it's okay.
That's
I was
really
just asking because I don't know why, but I have this. You know, I have some flash in my mind sometimes, so I think about Red Ketchup. Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes I think about a thing because I'm not doing interview with notes. I don't like notes. I prefer to be spontaneous,
Hmm.
so I don't care about you know, the rights to be right, and I love to speak and
Hmm.
to be attentive to my
Hmm.
feelings. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's very great to speak with foreigner people, and yeah, I
Yeah.
will love this. Red Ketchup.
Red ketchup.
Yeah, it's a friend. We were in the university together, and he's now a photographer, so you could check it.
Oh,
It's
fantastic.
quillin.gaetan.photography, and he really made a great
That's
thing. But
perfect.
yeah, I think he's a bit shocked of Red Ketchup because he don't know this. Only comic specialists could know Red Ketchup, yeah. But
Oh, that's
thank you so
amazing.
much, Aimee.
Yeah, thank
You have a
you.
web
Merci beaucoup.
you have a website, so we can check it out. And you have Twitter and Facebook, maybe.
Yep. On Facebook. Yep, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I don't do a lot on Twitter. I'm terrible with it. Instagram is what I'm mostly on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the new
Instagram.
trend. It's the new trend.
Yeah.
According to social network, it's the new trend.
Yeah. There's other ones that people do, but I mostly stick with Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and I will download the live so people could watch it if they were not available this night
Thank
and
you
this
so
day.
much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, and see
Appreciate
you tomorrow
it.
with another guy. I am interviewing Tim Kring. It's a big script writer from NBC, and he's the creator of Heroes, the series a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And now he's writing some other series. Don't know the name. I think it's not Broadcast in Belgium. And we will speak about his background and everything. So, yeah. Tim Kring is not on Instagram, so there is no profile, but I create a fake Instagram, and we will connect with the fake Instagram account. So
amazing.
And I hope to be with Tim Kring tomorrow. I hope.
Amazing.
If it is cancelled or there is a problem, I will let you know. But yeah, I will do the promotion of Tim Kring after this live. So thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bonne journée.
Bonne journée. Bonne journée.
Merci.
Merci. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.